now I want you to get used to the databases a little bit. The databases in the Chabot College Library. You Google the Chabot College Library, and if you click on databases, that will get you this, well, I'll click on databases, pardon me. And I want you to use two of them. I'd like you to use the Ebsco Articles Plus and Nexis Uni. And they're both similar. The layout's a bit different, but they both offer you the same options. I'm interested in, you're looking at who discovered the virus that causes AIDS. And because it had a couple of names, LAV and HTLV3 in 1986 and 1987, just put AIDS, discover, virus. Notice the asterisk over discover. That means any version of that word, discovered, discovery, discovering, discoverer, any version of that word will work. So if you put the asterisk at the end of a root of a word, any different version of the word will work. Notice we have 192 hits because I use the asterisk. If I use just AIDS virus discovery with the Y, I get 47 hits. And so if I use AIDS virus discover with the asterisk, I get 192. Just a little trick, useful to have. And then let me go back a page. That's the field. And I did a date limit, 1986 to 1987, but you can't really see that from here. So I'm always arguing with this screen here, but I'm gonna go back one to the, and yeah, here you go. I didn't find any with Montagnier, Gallo, AIDS, by the way. But anyway, you put your search terms in. There are a lot of different terms you could use. AIDS discovery, virus AIDS discovery, probably HIV virus, but it wasn't used as often. Anyway, you put your search terms here, and then further on down, you put your search time. I put January 86, December 87. So if I use Montagnier, Gallo, AIDS in that time for the French and American doctors, I don't get anything, which surprises the heck out of me. Yet if I use AIDS, discover, with that dot, the asterisk, and then AIDS, discover, I could even leave it at that. Then suddenly I get 358. And if I use AIDS, discover, virus, that narrows it down to, should be back at 192. So you get how it works. You can play with the terms, get your dates limited, because we're going to look first at the early time. And then I want you to get a couple of articles of these hundreds of articles that you think are worth reading, and that's part of the assignment. But right now it's just a database. And the other database I'd like you to use is Nexis Uni. And with that one, if I use AIDS virus discover and I do a time search, geez, I've got 1,350 articles. These are all newspaper articles. You get the idea that it got a lot of press back then, and it did. All right, so let me cut back here. This one here, I always want to say Lexis, it's Nexis, but it used to be LexisNexis, so I remember the first name. Anyway, you put your names down here to do a date limited search, and then you put your dates in this box here. You select the date range, and you have to scroll backwards first with the year. Oops. Not that difficult to do, but anyway, 1986, I'll go to January 1st, 1986, and you have to select the date as well as the month or it won't register. Then I'll do 1987, and I'll use December 31st, December 31, and then if I put in the search terms AIDS discover, and I'll use the asterisk again, virus, I get quite a few. That's where you get your over 10,000. And just for fun, let's go do that one more time. If I can still get back to the same search window. No, I guess not. I got to redo it anyway. AIDS discover virus. If I limit, instead of using discover asterisk, and instead use AIDS discover virus, I might get a less, smaller count, I should say. All right, 86, January 1st to 1987, December 31st. And I just used a narrower term, AIDS discovery virus. So we've gone, we're still up over 10,000. So just a heck of a lot of articles. All right, so I hope that helps you understand how to use the databases. That's the first thing, and that's the main thing. And you can fiddle with your search terms as well. We can just for fun, if you want to do AIDS discovery virus Montagnier and Gallo, I don't know if this will zero out like the other database. Let's see if we can do that here. And just do another search to see what we get there. If I go to add the scientists' names, we're still over 10,000. So it's a lot. Anyway, it was quite the story, and this database uses pretty much all the newspapers in the world. So to be quick, I want you to use these two databases. So you're going to go to Chabot College homepage, click on databases. That will get you into one is Ebsco Plus. You want to put the name in. I use AIDS Discover with an asterisk. That's fine. And then do the date limit, which is on the other screen. Scroll down, date limit, January 1986, December 1987. And then similarly, you're going to use the Nexis Uni. And the only thing different is that the fields are somewhat different. They look different, but if you go into them, you'll find out that it's quite similar. Search terms, dates. You just have to take a few more steps to get the dates. So I hope that introduces you to how to use the databases.